Hello and welcome to jkkmobile.com. You might remember me playing with the MultiTouch displays from a Finnish company called MultiTouch. These big boxes that you could actually put together to have a multiple or multi-box displays that interact together. Like you can see, the stuff is floating from the box to another, and that was the product until now, because the new product is called MultiTaction cell. And why the new name? Well, first of all, this is way slimmer. This is pretty cool as it's so slim, but also the whole approach on this device is different. So what they have here is their think like this. Let's open it. So now they actually have a modular design inside it too. So they have multiple infrared cameras there, and they are all modules, so they can build as big screens as possible on the screen technology. So any LCD would do fine with them, but also again use these cells or screens together and build as big the customer wants. Cool things here. I heard that all the processing is done inside the screen, even it's so small. So they have an onboard computer here doing their thing, and the interaction with these screens is really cool. Let me see. This is designed for two hands. Let's see if I can close it. Can you help me? So closing that brings me here, and we play now with this kind of test software. So you can see it's tracking nicely all my fingers. Even I'm actually blasting it with my LED light. So that's pretty cool. And I can also, of course, use different kind of cards to do different actions on the screen. So that's why MultiTaction and not just touch. So they can really interact with any objects or shapes or whatever. So that's pretty cool. So this is MultiTaction cell. It's 55 inches from MultiTouch. Here is Hannu from MultiTouch, and you might want to explain why yours is better than others. So what's the key thing here?
Well, the key thing here is that this is fully integrated, 55-inch, so very big LCD screen. And we can do unlimited number of touch points. And uniquely in the market, we see the whole hand of the user. So this information about the hand we can use for direction, or we can differentiate between users. And we can have unlimited number of users on one display, but of course that gets crowded very fast. But then we can go up to 24 of these cells together and accommodate 50 people with the same application if you want. And cool things relate to the markers. Here, if I place my marker on this designated spot over here, it's my name that appears, and then I can draw different kinds of things on the display. And this actually I can send to Flickr. It's a virtual guest book application.
So you can really do interact the screen with your fingers, even your shape. So the screen might be programmed to notice when you are approaching the screen to do something, and so on. So
that's right. So these kind of optical markers we can tag onto different products or some other props that you may want to use in the interaction scenario.
Okay.
Or we can also program it later to track different shapes. So with our SDK, you could, for example, teach the system to recognize certain shapes and therefore do certain actions.
Okay. So the hardware is yours, the software is yours, so sky is the limit what you can do in future, but you're also licensing that in near future for others to do. So
yes, so it's possible that for example a consumer version of this technology could wind up in the market using a different name than ours. We are more a professional display manufacturer.
Yeah, and of course this is just a showroom here, so this is just a screen, but you can also embed that screen to anything. Like here we have already made a wooden table which you could just place the screen, one or 24 screens.
Yeah.
However, that's really cool. We will check the big screen at the downstairs too, just for fun, because you have how many screens you have downstairs there?
15.
15 screens. So let's play with that a little bit. Okay, so here's the big one. So that is huge. There is plenty of stuff happening. So this was created for a showcase in Finnish event, and these are the companies involved with the project. So this is looking really good. So what we have here, these are separate modules, and you can interact with them, and everything is happening from screen to screen, and it's pretty much you don't have any kind of difference when you bringing stuff from the screen to screen. So that's cool. And as you could see, there's how many people can play together? Is there any kind of restrictions?
There's no official limit.
Yeah.
As many people as you can fit comfortably around it. So
yeah.
It's easily supported.
Yeah.
So 20 people is typically something on a large installation.
Okay.
And 20 people have 10 fingers, so you have 200 fingers on the screen at the same time. No problem.
Good. And all these applications are designed with based on your NDK.
Yes. So this big, it is 15 times full HD, 31 megapixels. It's then we recommend using our C++ Cornerstone SDK.
Okay.
It benefits from OpenGL very much so we can really crunch the pixels very fast and still maintain very responsive user interface.
Yeah, and you can use native apps on Windows 7 or
yes, on a smaller scale, single screen, couple of screens together, you can use almost any application development environment.
Okay, and you can use any app, so you don't have to have a special app. So you can use like Google Maps or Bing Maps and just bring it onto the display, and that's it. Or create a fancy Flash thing going on, and interact with that.
And you can use if you have seen the new Windows 8, for example, that's a operating system which already has a very touch-oriented user experience. So that's where we see things are going. So
cool.
The whole ecosystem is touch-driven, and then you really get the benefit out of our technology.
Cool. So that was MultiTouch in Helsinki, and we will play more with those and check what else they have going on here. But this was jkkmobile.com, and a bit more mobile stuff hopefully coming next. Thank you, bye.